Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back on with the 250 Kawasaki. If you didn't watch the last video, I'll put a link up here on the screen somewhere. We rescued it from a garden in London where it sat for 2 or 3 years, and the last thing it did was a little off-roady event in Spain, and then it's sat there ever since. And in the last video we did manage to get it to fire up and it sounded absolutely fine, and it wasn't the end of the world, which is all good, but it does need quite a bit of work doing, and we're going to start that work in this video. So come with me and I'll show you what we're going to crack on with today. So this is what I've been finding, guys. I gave this brake master cylinder a little poke this morning, and the sight glass is as rotten as a pear. So probably, I'm assuming you can't get the sight glass. Maybe you can. I don't know. You guys, let me know. We got some cables, but we need to do the cables, sorry, but I haven't ordered this up. Only one of these is connected. This one, I think, is snapped. I have got some new levers for it. Yeah, so we've got a lever to do, brake and clutch. That's fairly straightforward. Need to sort this clutch perch out because that's all loose. It's been wire locked. I want to see what's going on here because it's all loose. It's got some lock wire around it. And also the speedo needle has snapped. I can only assume it went off the scale and snapped itself, obviously. I've got this all over it, guys. To me, it looks like, you know, when you're following a vehicle, bike, car, whatever it is, and it's dishing out a bit of oil or smoke, and that's what it looks like it is, and it's proper in the plastic. So I will hit it with a bit of compound. Doesn't feel like it's going to bring it back to life though. Let me guys know if you know what would sort that out. I'm going to whip the front wheel off. I'm going to take that brake disc off. Look, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's just covered in surface rust. I'm just going to throw it in the lathe and see if I can clean it up and see how it comes out. Need to get a speedo cable ordered. All of the cables need ordering. Got a new air filter for it. Got a carburetor rebuild kit for it. Got more of that lovely pattern here on the back. We'll tidy up the end of this DEP exhaust, make that look nice again. I've got a new chain and sprocket for it already, so that's already here. And I've got spark plug, plug cap, new ignition lead, and oil and filter and air filter. I think I've already said that for the engine. I've also got a new battery for it, so we can have a look at the electrics. And we're going to try and sort this out. Basically, I wouldn't mind running it for a MOT, for its annual inspection, and giving it a little blast around, and then make a decision as to how far we go. Do I strip it and get the frame powder coated? I don't know. I haven't made a decision. You guys help me out in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I think we'll start by draining the oil. While that's draining, we can get on with something else. But it's very clear to me that when you guys were washing this last week, you clearly forgot to do underneath the bike. I'll let you off just this once. Don't miss the tray, don't miss the tray, don't miss the tray. Happy days. I'm undoing this, guys, and totally assuming this is where the oil filter is. Don't drop it in the oil tray. There's certainly a seal on it, that's for sure. To be used as a pry bar or chisel. One oil filter. Doesn't look too bad either. What's the betting that tube has to come out the middle? You're not going to get that with a oil filter that costs a couple of quid, are you? Right, one new oil filter. Let's pop that in. Oh, hang on. What's that? That don't look right, does it, guys? Let's get that back out. There's like a bit of nasty stuff on the seal, like glue or something. There we go, that's better. I've changed the seal on the cover. One oil filter changed. Right, I know you guys can't see, there's stick the sump plug back in. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna lean the bike over, make sure nothing else wants to come out. It doesn't. So, new copper washer on the sump plug. Click, click. Give the sight glass a wipe so we can see the new oil going in. Got some Motul 1040 to go in. It's one of them oils that still looks like an oil, you know, not a luminous green and like water. Yep, that'll do till we run it up. Right, let's whip the seat and the tank back off. Let's do the plug and the lead, which if you watched last week, you'll know was had it snapped, broken, turned green. Right, so this was a temporary to get it running. Let's pull that temperature sensor off. Let's see if we can get that plug lead off. This is the wrong plug cap for this bike. But again, just to see if it'd fire up last week. Oh, I should have washed it with a tank off. Now it looks like it's been on the beach. Right, let's change that plug out first. So we've got one new spark plug. What's now? Hey, Patch Patch. The owner of the channel is on video. Right, so I've got the old bit of green, horrible ignition lead, and I've got some new stuff. So I'll just measure it up like that. God, it'd be good if I just moved the camera, wouldn't it? Zoom out a bit for you. There you go. So, got a new rear loom, ignition lead. So I'll just measure it up and cut it where we need it. And I've got a new cap as well. They're a long cap. Yeah, so new NGK cap. Got the rubber boot for the bottom to make it impossible to push over any spark plug ever again. And then we've got this end of the lead. We've got a rubber boot that goes on first. And then if you look in the end of there, it's like a little self-tapper screw, and you can just wind your ignition lead on, hopefully. Yeah. Put the new boot over the end with a bit of luck. There we go. There's that. And that's going to go on there. And the new lead is going to come round to here. Now, what we'll do is we will whip that coil off to get the lead on. So that's the ignition coil off. So what we'll do now is we won't forget the cap that goes over the end like that. And we'll just actually what we're going to do is make sure that I haven't crimped the end over when I've cut it with the side cutters. Yeah, we're all right. Do you know what I mean when I say that, guys? We cut it with the side cutters, you pinch the lead together and you can cover up the wire in the middle that you need to make contact with. Ask me how I know. So that's tight. We can put the cap back on. Ooh, clouds are coming. Might have a bit of rain on the way. Right, so ignition lead back on. Back onto the cap. We've got one on the coil, one on the temperature sensor. Make sure that lead is not going to be hitting that fan that is bent anyway. I'm half tempted, guys. No, I'm not even half tempted. I'm very tempted just to give everything a little wash up here while we've got all the tank off. You know, just to, if we do a little bit of cleaning each time, things get better and better, I always think. I'd say some poor person's toolbox lining got sacrificed here, drawer lining, if you know what I mean. Probably to stop the tank rattling. We'll get rid of it for the minute. There we go. Surely it's not original, is it? Can't be. I think while we're here, guys, we've got to do it, haven't we? Take the plunge. And she never started again. Are we out of juice or have we got a useless spray bottle? Yeah, we could be out of juice. That's better. Amazing what happens when you've got a full tank. Right, let's change this clutch lever because it's snapped and see if we can. That's not good, is it? Yeah. Right, that's going to be a job for a pair of pliers. Probably not these pliers, but they're to hand. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Right, well, we've got 10 mil. It's the lever off. Everything's looking a bit dry. And then this grip looks like it's a bit far down the bar. Or maybe it's not. Bring you around this side, you can see. Hopefully. Got some lock wire on here. And they're JIS and someone's mullered them. So let's see if we can get those out. Have I got 500 hands in the shot? Probably. There we go. Let's get. That'll be why then. It's broke it. Okay. I'm not going to try and take the lock wire off then, because now we know why it's on there. So we need to find a clutch perch as well. Thought it was weird that it was loose on a set of Renfrew bars. They're pretty well sized. Like some of this sort of Chinesium stuff you get. Bars don't always measure up as promised. Okay, fair play. Nice little bodge, whoever done that. I like it. It seems a bit silly putting a new lever on now, but I suppose we'll be able to check whether the lever's correct. Looks good to me. Put the bolt back through, put a bit of grease on it first. I suppose ultimately it doesn't really matter, but if you can see, guys, there's a little bit too much free play in there, but it needs a clutch cable, it needs a clutch perch, we now know. So should we just leave it like it for the minute, because we're going to be doing it again in probably the next video, aren't we? So we need a clutch perch, we need a clutch master cylinder because of that hole in the sight glass. The list is growing. Some muppet, being me, guys, has forgotten to hit record. So I've put a new battery in. Terminals are on. The battery strap is toast, it's done for. I'll get another one ordered. Just a little rubber strap. So just because I don't want the battery falling out every time we move the bike, I've just used a good old cable tie to bodge it in there. So we see if we've got any lights that do lighty things now. Yeah, let's get where you can see it. We've got a turn light. Oh, we've actually got see. Yeah, so we've got turn lights. Got a neutral light. That's good. Got no horn, but then I haven't seen a horn fitted. So that'd probably answer that question, wouldn't it? I mean, to be fair, we've got no indicators fitted, so all we've got is the telltales working. Hey, I'm happy with that. That's a start. Oh, sorry, guys. I keep forgetting to hit record. So I was just trying to stop the fan from rubbing. It's just hitting on the shroud now, opposed to the radiator, I think. Yeah, it definitely is, because I can see a big gap between the radiator and the fan. It's just rubbing down this bottom part of the shroud. Off camera, because some Wally had forgot to hit record, I've been doing some bendy. It's one of those things where I might not, just made it worse. Aha, there we go. Happy days. I wonder if by some stroke of luck it has coolant in it. I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, because we drained a bit out last week. Cool. What should we do? Let's pop the tank back on and let's see if she'll still fire up. Right, tank on. Fuel pipe on. Let's pop ye old seat on. Now, I know you saw this last week, guys, but let's try again. Let's see if we can get some footage of it idling this time, shall we? Now, it's not super happy when I touch the throttle. Wonder how much of the enrichener it will let me take off. It's got an exhaust blow from the manifold, so we need to whip the exhaust off and have a look at that, but the cover's all loose anyway. Yeah, she sounds good as gold though, doesn't she? Rev counter works. Haven't seen the coolant temperature gauge move yet, but that's no big deal. What was that? 3 or 4 kicks and she went again. It's not bad considering it was only started last week after 3 years. So, bit of a shorter video this week, I think, guys. I've got loads of other stuff to do. It's party time. No, it's not. It's gathering time. Gatherings where we drink beer. That's what's happening today. Happy birthday, Al. Don't suppose you're going to watch this, but happy birthday anyway, mate. So I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to check the oil level first, get the garage cleared up. Be back next week with another bike video, guys. I'm Dino. That was Patch's repair shop we was just outside of. Don't forget to hit subscribe. It's completely free of charge. Massively helps me out. Drop us a comment if there's something you like to see. Ask a question, whatever it might be. And don't forget to hit like, and I'll see you guys next week. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to pop a video here and here and here and here so you can click on some of our other bike projects. I nearly forgot that. Catch you next week, guys.